What do you mean? Who listens to this? Who goes back and listens to this?
Sometimes I do, but
Really?
yeah,
It's over.
you,
I mean, each one gets between 50 and 100 people. So they are listening to it.
And I've
That
had
many,
people come.
there's that many desperate, bored people out there.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that. Hey, I've had people come up to me at an art fair and say, "Hey, I go watch those." I go, "Oh, great."
hey, they listen at least.
There's people that watch them. Let's see.
And thank you, Court. That takes one thing out of my list.
You're welcome.
I only need to buy now a part for the 10, the hooks, 10 extension cords, and the jacket replacement.
Yeah, that one hurts.
Uh,
Can you still get a deal for $400? They were $400 a couple of weeks ago.
I'm not going to buy a jackery. I'm going to buy a pack run. So I can get a 2000-watt one for I think less than $600.
Look at Anchor, Anker.
Yeah, I anchors I don't trust. Pack run I
Really?
do.
I've had great luck with everything that I've gotten from Anchor.
So also I think it's more expensive. To be
I
honest,
mean,
thank you.
I bought the Jackery because I bought it when they had a deal.
Yeah, but the 2000 never goes down that much. I thought about getting two 1000, but nah.
Why do you need that many? Do you have that many lights? Because it's LED, so it's hardly a drain. Do you need more than
Uh,
one?
I do need that much because I use when I'm doing the double 10, I use 10 lights.
Okay.
And
That's like 100 watts per hour or whatever it is per hour.
I don't know how much those Ryobi lights actually take. So I know that if I use and low the 6 amp battery and low lasts me almost 16 hours. But I don't know. And also, yeah, it's still anchors is still more expensive than pack run.
I think it is. You're right.
720 for the 2000 compared to 569. And the nice thing about the pack run is if I put it in the booth, I can it has the in the top thing you can put your phone to charge. You don't have to use a cable. It's
Did
the
you guys
best
know?
one for the price.
Yeah. Did you guys notice that the centering the camera thing works with Zoom now? So I got up and moved, and the camera moved with me. Genuine.
Yeah, I don't like the I don't like the new upgrade to be honest with you.
I don't see anything changing.
Yeah, I don't either.
It
It you have to have the right hardware for it to work, I think.
Oh,
I don't know. It asked me if I wanted to use it, so I clicked on it. That's when we got on.
okay.
Yeah.
Video
Yeah.
Come on.
settings.
Yeah,
It
see,
asked
Oscar
me.
Oh,
has it. Did you see Oscar? See it move? The camera move when Oscar moved?
No.
No. Yeah,
There,
it
just
does.
there. See,
Yeah. That's where the iMac.
this
That's
is
in the
what we're
computer.
talking about.
Yeah.
It's with the program. It's with Zoom.
Mm.
So what's it called?
I don't know.
Well, I'm all the way over to the side.
Yeah, Katie, you
Unless,
don't seem to have it because it's not following you.
You have
no.
to have the right hardware for the software to work with it. You can't
Well,
just have one or the other.
How about auto frame
Or
my video?
I think
that
that's it. That might be it.
It's not moving.
Turn that on. Do you turn it on?
Yeah.
I mean, I have
I
an
have.
ancient laptop. Oh, it could be like a
Yeah, it's
operating
doing it.
system.
I can see it now.
Where's the setting for that?
I
Under
don't know.
video.
I just upgrade my all my hardware got upgraded. All my Apple products got upgraded yesterday.
I
Why, babe?
have the free version if that makes a difference.
No, because I have the free version.
Free version of what?
Zoom.
Boom.
Zoom. Yeah.
Oh,
How about start billable hours?
Sure. Bill us for being on. That'd be great. Or should we bill you, Larry, for, you know?
Lawyers and psychiatrists use it for
Yeah, I know.
patients, so on.
So what if I just got a call from PNC Bank to inform me that the branch and Main Street in Ann Arbor is closing end of the year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What that supposed to mean to that whole area of the show?
Nothing. Where is the bank? I don't see a bank anywhere near us.
Yeah, it's in the corner of Main and the what is the street? The Main Street outside of
State.
by
Huron?
State.
Huron. Yeah.
Well, that doesn't mean anything. That has nothing to do with us. Unless you want to have something to worry about.
I don't worry about it. I just asking. It's kind of sucks because now if I get cash, I cannot deposit it. I need to carry all that cash with me until I find another bank.
Yeah, Oscar, you're just carrying around so much cash with you all the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He needs to make change from all the sales. They're standing in line to buy from him.
With cash.
No, it's and then the Ann Arbor show, yeah, I get a lot of cash actually.
Really?
Yeah. So sometimes, and I got to the habit. I don't want to carry more than $200 in cash with me at any time.
Why are you saying that on something that's being recorded?
you could get a chain bank like Bank of America or whatever.
Yeah,
I
there's
got
If
probably
there's
there's other
any
banks around.
if there's any kind of free account
I got
and
PNC Bank, so it's one more.
Yeah, and just get money orders.
Round up. Just round up. Like if it's $323, and you don't carry anything less than singles, so just round up to the five.
So
Well,
although
no
I
more
know that
pennies.
any artist doing an art show usually sometimes get cash. So I don't see.
Yeah, we love cash.
Yeah, I had an artist at my house today for me to photograph her ceramics,
That's nice.
and she paid in cash.
everyone's listening.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
The
put your address up there too, so people know where to
Mhm.
come to take it. Okay.
the last email or whatever newsletter thing I got from Metropolitan Museum of Art has ceramic artists who are shaping the future of clay.
Oh yeah.
It's like multicolored stuff mostly. And
Hey,
the one it I mean they colored the clay. I mean it looks almost like it was made out of Fimo until they do a close up on it.
yeah, that's only an ancient technique.
Well, I
Shaping the
know, but
future of clay as a headline has probably been used.
well, there's one guy that made the yoke to a it looks like a Western style shirt out of clay pieces. He did a mosaic on the back of the shirt.
Whoopee,
Different.
whoopee
Uh,
do.
and here's another one. It looks like they made it using cake decorating tips. I don't know.
Hey,
It doesn't say anything about it.
speaking of color and clay, I started to fire my pots. I did some tests and I'm trying to, well, I won't tell you what I'm trying to do. But here's, let's see. Three of them I liked, one I didn't like. Here's red. Actually, you can't see it because of the light. Let's see. But it's red.
Oh, okay. I can sort of see it. Yeah,
Kind of,
yeah,
wait, here,
yeah.
you can see it.
Oh,
Okay.
it
So that,
almost looks like, the color red almost looks like when copper gets a heat patina. Is it like that color red?
I don't know. Red
Yeah, it's
Well,
is a lot of
almost
reds.
like that.
to
It's almost
Um,
describe
like
the,
if you put I threw a little cobalt in there, didn't measure it. Just when you put cobalt in it, it turns it a little like more like raspberry, more a little
uh,
darker.
Yeah, I
So
was going to tell
actually,
you that doesn't look red to me. That looks more like going to in the purple line.
well, that's okay. It, it's hard to tell because it looks darker than it is. It's brighter. If I could,
put it up next to your face. No, really, because your face is coming in clear.
yeah, it's dark though. My face is dark. Anyway, that's
Okay.
one for show and tell.
Hold
Okay,
it over your
so
head. The light's bright right on top of your head.
good idea. Anyway,
Took
can you see
it
this?
off. It's blue and red, right?
It's blue
Yeah,
and purple. Where it's thicker, it's purple. And actually, I thought this was going to be a really tricky glaze, but it turns out that it's very stable. It's not going to run.
nice.
So that's purple. It's actually bluish, but well, it's blue back here, but you can see kind of the purple where it's darker. So I'll put it on a little thicker. I should say when I put it on thicker, it's purple, but you can't put it on too thick. It's a little tricky. Okay. Here's the one I don't like. It's actually I kind of like it, but not for my pots. It's um it's iron red. Now this one's really tricky because if you don't fire it right, it comes out brown, and this is kind of brownish. It's not the way it looked in the in the pictures or the way it's supposed to look. Okay. And here's one that I've used before. I've actually used the red one before, but here's one that I like the most. It's it's sort of an orange, but but when it's on thicker, it's green. And if you put it on too thick, it kind of textures, it kind of bubbles up, and I might just do that purposely just to have a look. So I started to glaze the pieces that are behind me.
no color.
By next week,
Hello.
I should have all the pieces come out, and I'm going to sell no matter how
Yeah,
ugly they
wait,
come
wait.
out. I'm just gonna show them.
Have you ever
Okay.
stuck pieces of glass in your pots to see it run?
Well, it just melts and pools up in the middle. at the
It's that
bottom.
kind of neat looking though. It looks, because it gives
Yeah.
it depth.
I'd rather do it with the glaze. I'm kind of a purist. Like I mix the glazes. And clay's the hardest because, well, I know you're all going to say what I do is artist. And it's probably it's true. It's just difficult. But when you use when they mine the materials and then it just it's totally different. Like like the recipe called for talc, which is supposed to be. I've always seen it as white, but I opened this bag of talc and it was gray. So I look it up online and it turns out Texas talc is gray,
Ah,
and there's two places they mine it in either Montana or not Montana, Missouri or it might be Montana. It starts with an M. And Texas. The Texas is gray. The Missouri is white.
now is that
And
the same talc that would have been used in powder?
yeah, talcum powder. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I don't think I think it's
No, they've got
doesn't
rid
ex
of it,
you gonna tell
right.
me it's
Although,
cancerous?
yes, although I bet they're going to bring it back along with asbestos and lead.
probably.
Of course.
Probably.
Hey, it's good for you. What are you talking about? You know
I
what?
Right,
did
right.
I did
I mean,
something with
jewelers,
asbestos fibers and ceramics too.
Allison, I'm with you on that, Allison, because I think the same thing of what they're what they're doing.
well, but jewelers use like when I took a class long ago, there were still some of these asbestos pads that happened to be in the studio and a little bit of lead because if you hammer on lead,
Yes.
it's kind of a nice
Yes.
indention and but you don't want to lick your fingers afterwards.
Well, with the lead, it's the Maiolica glaze. It's a European lead-based glaze and
Right.
very colorful. And they still make it. They still use it. But you can
And I'm
use a lead.
talking about lead, I'm talking about lead like a little block like this, right? And you
Yeah.
can this is steel and you'd hammer
Yes.
into it
Yeah.
and
Oh
it would
yeah,
take the
yeah,
indentions.
yeah.
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 But
That's a
I get what you're talking about.
That's in the most concentrated form. This is more like you heat it up and it volatilizes and goes into the air and you breathe it. That's really
Mhm.
good for your health. Hey, the
Yes.
asbestos, all the gloves, the raccoon gloves, or any gloves that you use to, in the studio, like when I was in school, they were all made
Yeah.
out of asbestos.
Right. Right.
That was
Well,
fun.
I did something with asbestos fibers and porcelain. You
Yeah.
like knead it in and
Yes.
make real long, skinny pieces.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, yes.
So
What else?
shows.
Yes, as promised, Allison, I wanted to, hey, we all need to be jealous of Allison and congratulations, Allison. She got
Thank
into
you.
artisphere.
Thank you. I've never done it before. And it's funny when I was kind of shocked.
Yeah,
And then I
yeah,
realized, wait a minute, normally I do my research about where to stay and all of that ahead of time, and I didn't. And so, it looks everyone says there's no bad booths, so that's fine. I don't,
yeah, let me tell
I
you.
don't yeah,
Okay, it's just one long line, both
right.
sides of the street. The street's really cool. It's mostly boutique shops and stuff like that, and
Hmm.
it it's I think it's the downtown, but there's no high rises. They did this street really cool. For one thing,
Uh,
the street itself used to be 4 lanes, and they took
hmm.
out 2 of the lanes, so it's mostly a walking thing. I mean, you could drive through it,
Nice. Is
and
it on a river? It looks like there was a river right there too?
yeah, you don't see well, yes, but you don't see
It's
the river. It's
just
Hmm.
a ways away.
And it's in the
Um,
mountains, is that right?
it's in Greenville.
Yeah.
I don't
So
I don't
low
recall
mountains, but
mountains, but yeah, could be.
but Allison, the order that I gave you, that's the order you
Mhm.
want to ask the space. This one spot that's bad in that show,
Okay.
people don't walk. It's the last one, the last letter I told you. That
Uh-huh.
section, people don't walk as much as the rest of the show. I don't know
Right.
why,
I
but
I
it
was in the
does.
beginning. I was in the front, and it was great because people, that go in, then they come out. I mean, I was maybe three booths in.
I like
Yeah.
that kind of setup. The artist market I do here, it's only 40 artists, but we're facing each other and there's a space in between. And you could get out if you wanted, but you're naturally funneled to walk through all the artists. So it's just such an effective way. We were displaced last year because of a paving project, and we were in what one might think was the better location, except that because there were different rows, people didn't necessarily see us all. And this just works out beautifully. They get off a train, they walk through our booths to go
Yeah.
to if they want to go to the farmers market or something. And so I like that kind of setup. And this way people don't get confused. And um, a lot of people really are not map readers. And so it's just nice to not have to think about it.
You know, you know what? Okay. The setup is like, like Milwaukee Lakefront. Uh,
Hmm.
take out all the the grass spaces, so it's just the street where they're facing each other. It's like that. It's one long line of booths
Did Mo
facing each other.
did Milwaukee go back to that again?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So they don't have that extra aisle that I was on?
No, no,
No.
they got rid
Okay.
of that. Plus that side
Okay.
thing where I was stuck.
Oh, right, right, right.
No, it's along, it's a path.
Yeah, it is, it's really a skill to there was some book about how malls are set up and people will only walk as far as they could see, things like that. So that's
Yeah.
why there's turns and things like this. But with a show outside, I don't know, it's very, I mean, I'm sure there's some psychology to it, but
It's
and it
probably
also
more defined by the layout of the terrain and the
yeah,
where they can get a permit for.
right. That true. That's very true, which, you know, often they don't have a choice in that. So I mean, with city streets, that's pretty much either rows in the middle or rows on two sides. But people might miss a street, if they, get tired, overwhelmed, that kind of thing. And,
Yeah, but
there's nothing you could do about that.
with less than 200 booths, 100 on
Hmm.
each side, you're not walking very far. I mean, to get to the end and then come back. But,
Got
like
it.
Oscar said, just ask to not be, all the way at the end.
Yeah, I asked to be in the middle somewhere. I mean,
Yeah,
I gave my
that's always
letters,
safe.
but,
Yeah.
it's, I don't need to be picky, whatever seems right. And yeah.
Oh, listen, one thing, they do a really nice brochure,
Hmm.
um an online thing, and it's really well done.
Yeah.
And they give you lunch and dinner all I think all 3 days.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I love the I got into all the brochure, all the things they did. They did a pre-show one,
Hmm.
uh, and they did well, did several, one leading up to the show, and
Hmm.
it's really done professionally, and they talk your work up and stuff. But they don't do everybody. They just pick people. I think
Right.
your work is unusual enough that, or and interesting enough that you'd probably be picked. And if they ask for volunteers, sign up right away because it's really cool to be in there
Volunteers for what?
to be in their brochures or their
Oh,
public
wait,
that
who
yeah.
who who says no to that?
I don't know. I don't remember, I don't remember if they asked me or they just put me in there.
Right, right,
But
right.
it was great.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, that sounds like it would be.
Yeah,
Um,
so yeah.
and I understand there's like a pre or party at the beginning as well, or something like that. Someone was telling me, um, maybe on the Friday. I can't remember exactly, but
Yeah, I don't remember any of that. What I remember is the people were really nice.
uh-huh.
It was
Good,
great.
good.
And the
Well,
hours are long, Allison, just to let you know.
oh no, I read the hours. I know. 12 to 8. 10 to 8. A lot of other shows are 10 to 8 on a Saturday. And then I think Sunday, I forget, was like 11 to 6, something of that ilk.
Yeah. But you know, that's the one show that my legs was killing me last time I did it.
That what?
My legs was killing me.
Right, right. Well, you know, it's really nice to be busy at a show for a lot of reasons. So,
Yeah.
you know, I don't mind the long hours. What I can't stand is like a show goes until, I don't know, 8 or 10, and at 6 o'clock, nobody's there anymore. So,
No, this isn't the case. It's my favorite show.
oh, okay.
Well,
Well,
that and maybe Fort Worth, but for Fort Worth, it's for a different reason. Fort Worth is
uh-huh.
because it's busy 4 days straight. If the weather
Yes.
isn't bad,
Hmm.
it's nonstop selling for 4 days. So
That
that's why
that
I
is the
like
busiest,
Fort
that's
Worth.
the busiest show I've ever done,
Yeah, yeah.
Fort Worth. I didn't apply. Slower shows actually are better for me.
Well, yeah, if they, when they take the time to look at the work.
But yeah, I think we're gonna fly because it's like a 20 almost 24 hours to drive. Mm. So, you know, flying now is kind of a drag. Southwest doesn't have 2 bags free, but if you have the credit card, which I have, you get a free bag, and whoever up to 8 people that you're traveling with get a free bag. So I'm not traveling with 8 people, but at
Are you
least that's
applying to
two.
Brookside?
I didn't this year. That would have been the reason to drive because it's not exactly on the way, but
Or it cuts the drive in half.
yeah, yeah.
Brookside wouldn't cut her drive in half, in about a third, maybe
So it's
third
11
to two-thirds.
hours. It's 11 hours to Brookside. And then I don't know how from Kansas City to Greenville. But yeah, we're gonna fly and just, you know, if um you know, it's just more a little more of a challenge because we can't each check 2 bags. So
Yeah, just wear the same clothes every day.
and then there's
Or
well, I understand the weather there could be one way
even
or
bad
another since
weather.
it's May. That's kind of
Mhm.
a transition time of year.
I think it was warm when I was there.
Hmm. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
like
was
in Brook,
wrong. I was wrong, and it's about 14 to 15 hours from Kansas City to Greenville.
oh, that's not bad.
Is the Brookside deadline over?
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
No,
What
I
is?
would if I was you, Allison, I would apply to both
I'm
shows.
I'm not sure if it is.
No,
Okay.
it's not. It's still open.
I want somebody to answer this for me. I've applied 20 years straight. It's the only show I've never gotten into. Should I give them
Because
my
you
Well,
money
suck.
again? Huh?
Because you
Well, we
suck
know
at
that.
it.
That has nothing to do with it.
I have some shows like that too. I can't tell you. No
Should
idea.
I should I apply or not? In fact, one year I called her up because I was somewhere out there. Oh, I did Oklahoma City. It was the week after. So I thought, well, I'll give her a call because I'm going to pass right by. And she goes, "Oh, well, that's really interesting because we used almost the whole wait list." And
Wow.
going, "Oh, that's great. You used everybody except for me. I'm on the shit list or something." So, of course, I didn't, so. I said, well, if you got a space, I'll be passing by, but I never got a call back. And I've gotten rejected every single time.
Wow. Well, Oscar, I'm not applying because April and May are really good at the artist market, and so I'd like to do as many as I can in May,
Okay.
and um, and then flying, you know, I'll only be gone for I don't know 5+ days, something like that. It does look lodging looks very expensive there for sure.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, forget Airbnbs were like way too much.
And
Um,
when I did it, I stayed in the band and went to the gym
okay, I'm not staying in a van, but
because it was that expensive. It was not affordable. I
Right.
think
Oh,
that
geez.
Yeah, he stayed in the van down by the river.
what?
Hmm.
Steve Ewer and somebody else stayed in the band also, but they stayed in a different lot because they assigned you a lot for also.
Well, I don't need to rent a car is the thing. So, um,
Yeah.
I could fly right into Greenville and at least I wouldn't have the expense of a car.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You could
But
Uber, back and forth, I
I
guess.
guess there's a couple
Oh.
hotels walking distance to the show.
Yeah. Plus, a
So,
lot of those hotels have their own shuttle, so you could.
oh, right, right. The other benefit of a hotel is if I need to ship my packaging, like necklace boxes could be bulky, I
Yeah,
could ship
right.
it to the hotel. I mean, I'd rather drive, but it's just too long a drive. And at that time of year, too many other things going on.
There's two shows that are the deadlines are real close.
Mhm.
Milwaukee Lakefront, and then I forgot what the other one was.
Old Town, no.
Found out one of the shows I like doing, Tulsa Mayfest, probably is not going to happen. Maybe dead
Oh
totally.
no. Oh no, that's happening to too many shows.
The group that did it went bankrupt, and a local university took it over, ran it for a few years, and then they decided they didn't want to do it anymore. So now then, nobody knows what's going to happen to it. Hopefully, whoever takes it over will put it back to being an art show and not this carnival. And
Yeah.
I mean, they had one or two block long tents because there used to be two shows. There was Tulsa Mayfest and there was what's called the Blue Dome Show. And the Blue Dome Show was like not really juried. It was just like people showed up with their pop-ups and whatever. Well, that area where they used to do it is no longer there. They've developed it, so there's no place for it. So they kind of rolled the two shows together and juried one part of the show and then didn't really jury the other part. And you got a little booth under a tent, under a big tent.
Wonderful.
And then they started bringing back, they originally had all this carnival food and all sorts of stuff. And they got rid of it. And now they brought all the carnival food back. And it's like a carnival atmosphere and not an art show atmosphere again. So I'm hoping whoever takes it over will go back to making it an art show, not a carnival.
Will somebody take it over or is it going to die? That's the
I
other
don't know.
problem.
I doubt get pulled off this year because they don't have anybody doing it right now.
Right. Well, that's a drag. Yeah, a lot of shows no longer exist. Quite a few indoor craft fairs. Like Craft Boston, that was one that I liked a lot.
Really?
And
I never did that one.
it was not good for everyone. It was, a slower kind of show, but I have a good market there and it was also fun going to Boston because I used to live there. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, no, it was just one of those shows that for me it worked. There's another show I'd never done in Maryland called the Academy Art Museum, and they had an indoor show, and they stopped that recently. I don't know why or what the story is. Um, the show
I
in
haven't.
Evanston,
Yeah.
what was that called? That one
I
just
never did that
ended.
one either.
I never did that either. Oh, then they changed it to like the Botanical Garden, I think it was. But anyway,
Yeah.
so
I used to do indoor shows. I actually prefer them because there's
well, it's a
you can deal with the
luxury.
weather.
It's a
Yeah.
luxury to be inside.
Plus you just turn
Yeah.
off your lights and go, and leave and then come in the morning and turn just walk in the door. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Well, as a jeweler, of course, I have to put my work out, but that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's
yeah, that's true.
yeah. But
And you
no,
can
an
set
indoor
it up. I had carpeting and matching track lights and everything and walls. It made it look like a gallery. I actually liked
hmm
it.
Yeah.
But and you
Yeah,
didn't have to
no,
pay, You know,
And you didn't what?
you'd have to worry about the weather or
Right.
wind, stuff like wind.
No, it's I wish there was at least one indoor show that, well, I mean, there's ACC, um, Baltimore, but
That still exists.
it does, it does. It's, it's expensive to do it if you are closer and can drive. I mean, I would do it, but it's far for me. It's expensive to do and all that, and it's just, you know.
Oh, and plus they got rid of the wholesale part, which for me, that was the reason for doing it.
Uh-huh. Well, I tried the wholesale part, but my work isn't very wholesalable, and I knew it, but I thought they had a program through SNAG, Society of North American Goldsmiths, where you apply if you got in, you could do it for 3 years in a row, and which was really nice to know you were going to do it. So I did 2 years, and I did the wholesale. I even had mentors that taught me about line sheets. This wasn't that long ago, um, probably like 2017 or so. So yeah, I mean, so I did it 2 years, not three, because I wasn't even, it was a lot to break even. I mean, basically,
Yeah.
like 4 grand is what you needed to break even.
Yeah.
So,
Did you was there still a room with just jewelers,
no,
high-end
okay, so the
jewelers?
first, well, the whole thing, there were like 400 jewelers.
It
Um,
really?
Yeah. So the first year I did it, they had a separate alcove, not a whole private room, of high-end designer jewelers, like the type of
Yeah.
people that are seen in magazines and that have
Yeah.
multi-million dollar businesses. And a lot of the jewelers were really pissed because there were so many jewelers there. And then you have these people that are, um, it's made in the US, but they're manufacturers more so. And it's a whole different market. Um,
Yeah.
so, and there are already so many jewelers there.
You know,
Uh, so that was
and they
weird
ruined
that they
it.
had,
They ruined the show. Listen, it was a great show at one time. Um,
yeah, I'm
the
sure.
I did it from both ends. I did it as a buyer, and well, I did it as an exhibitor first for a
Mhm.
long time, and then I did it as a buyer. And they used to people used to line up around the block to get in, and
Hmm.
that's how busy it was. And in the morning when it opened, and you'd have to run in and go to where the booths that you wanted to see, the people you wanted
Uh-huh.
to see because they would fill up. It was in February, so if you
Yeah.
wanted work by like April, starting in April, and so you'd fill up April, May, June, to have it flowing
Mhm.
in. And if you didn't get to the booths that you wanted to right away, you couldn't get to work till July or August or September,
Right. That's
and, you know,
great. I mean, great for the artists.
yeah, it is. But then I sort of quit when it started to go down. Well, when they raised, listen, there were only 650 booths or something like that. It wasn't a lot, but then they started raising, then it ended up being 800, and then I think 1200, and then the booth fee ended up being, now that when that crossed the $1,000 mark, I said,
Hmm.
okay, so picture this, less buyers. Oh, I left that part out. So when it opened, hardly anybody came in eventually, and it was like it was casual. Now, like the buyers would show up whenever, and they'd kind of like wander in and walk around. It didn't have the same excitement as it did at one time. You
Right.
know,
Well,
such a
when I did
drag.
it, when I did it in like 2017, 18, the buyers were only going to people that they knew.
Yeah,
And it was, and one person came by, and I remember he said, I love your work, but I can't sell it in my shop because I understand my work is not like there's certain work that's brilliant for wholesale, you
yeah.
know.
You
Um,
know, the real tragedy, Allison, is that at one time there were plenty of galleries that carried your kind of work and higher,
mhm.
nicer work, and those just went out after actually after 2001 when the planes hit the buildings,
Yeah,
something changed.
yeah, things did.
What people how they felt about stuff, and that whole thing just sort of started to crumble.
Well,
That's
but
when it started
also,
going.
do you remember there used to be craft galleries? There would be wood, glass, ceramics, jewelry.
Yes, we
And
had one.
now it's more like jewelry galleries, ceramic galleries, more homogenous as far
Yeah.
as the medium goes. That's what I mean. I don't mean as far as the work,
No,
but
I
the
under
medium.
no, I understand that.
And so in my opinion, the problem with that is you don't get the serendipity. The person interested in woodworking, oh, this is art jewelry. I never knew you could have jewelry like this
Well,
before.
yeah, it was great. It made sense. Um, well, there were
The
always glass galleries, Habitat Gallery kind of
Mhm.
pushes thing, and then the one in Columbus, Ohio. There's a bunch of really high-end glass galleries. But
Mhm.
for the rest of us,
And
there were galleries.
there's high-end ceramic galleries.
Yeah,
I've
yes,
noticed like in
yeah,
Denver, there's a couple of them.
yeah,
Um, and they're definitely um catering to a different audience than say a craft gallery.
yes. I wish I had gone in that direction, actually. It was a choice.
And these days, all the retail store, the small business that driving have to have a niche. You have to specialize in something. Those
Mhm.
days, they're having like a mini um, Target, or that would be the closest thing now. Those
Mhm.
things don't never work for small business. You have to specialize in something. And
Like
no, it's
my
a kiss to death.
I remember my first gallery. Um, it was in San Francisco, and it was all art, and she carried whatever she liked, and the relationship she had with her customers was amazing. She'd call and say, "Oh, we just got this piece in from so and so artist," and she'd let her customers like take them home, see how they looked. I mean, it was like an incredible relationship that she had
Yeah.
with her clientele.
My first I did a my first exhibit. I did a exhibit with a few other people, and the gallery. This is in Chicago, and the gallery owner had all the pieces sold before the show opened.
Wow, that's
You know,
amazing.
because of that relationship that she had with people.
Right. But that's the thing. That's what we have as artists. We have relationships with our customers. And I think any business, no matter how much technology, whatever, blah, 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 it's still about relationships. If you're, I mean, I guess AI could tell you what types of, I don't know, socks or skin moisturizer are good for you. But I mean, what we do is personal.
You know, people are different. It's not the same. Yes, there are those people, and I have some of those people, but not enough. But I used to have a lot, and the quality of what was sold in these galleries was really, really good compared
Yes.
to now. It's very disappointing.
Well, I don't know what
Maybe
to compare it to now, really. I mean, there are not that many galleries
I
left.
know that's what I was saying.
Yeah. Unless they're the just one sort of medium. I just put my work in a gallery. I used to work with her and she closed at COVID and opened another place and it's jewelry. It's all jewelry pretty much. Um so and I think she could do well there where she is, but yeah, it's
You
I
know,
mean, are there any craft stores
part
left? I wonder.
There's been three events, three cycles, three whatever that kind of shaped the way it is now. The
Hmm.
first one was when like I said before, when the planes hit yeah, 9/11. That
Yeah.
changed, how people thought. And then uh, the housing bubble totally,
Yes.
that. I mean, if you
Yeah.
had home decoration or stuff that fit in a home and their home and people were selling their homes and moving,
Well, you know what business that killed? People who stage homes.
it killed a lot of businesses.
Yeah.
I mean, I went a whole year without selling anything just about. you know. I lived off my savings and then COVID, you know,
Mhm.
no, sh I did one show, two shows.
COVID was a turning point. I was just talking to somebody else about this. I had a shop on my website for a very long time, but I would make maybe one sale a year. And
Yeah.
during COVID, that changed. Um,
Sold more.
and and I, I made I did pretty well actually in 2020 for having no shows and for it feeling like the end of the world. And people now are trained to buy things online more so. Um, and I'm talking about people of a certain age, let's say. I mean, you know,
Yes.
but Zoom is another thing. Like I Zoom with my customers, and it's everyone is comfortable Zooming, and so that that's something that definitely changed during during COVID because people were stuck at home, and that's when I first started teaching online also, and it worked. It was really great actually for a while. Now it's interesting with the teaching. Um, I can only generalize, but it seems that these short classes are very popular, where like I teach 2 hours on a Wednesday, 2 hours the next Wednesday, and but the class is also a lot less expensive for the student. So just different.
I want to be an influencer.
You are.
Yeah, but I don't have I don't have a regular online thing, so I have no followers and I'm not making any money. And I can bullshit like the rest of them. I mean, you think these influencers, quote unquote, know anything?
See, that's what the start billable hours is for.
Uh-huh. There you go.
Hey, if I had been a lot younger, in other words, if I had been in high school or even earlier, when this is all happening, I would have I would have there's plenty of things I could have done like toys. I could talk about toys to other kids, that's one of them. There's all these things, you can
You could make uh naked pottery.
see I wouldn't do that.
So, Larry, do you see any, like, in the angle that you come into this with these days, do you see any particular changes or trends or habits?
Now, um, artists usually won't tell me if they have a bad show, but they do tell me if they have a good show.
Uh-huh.
So it's not a legitimate scale.
But, but I mean, aside from that, um, like, are you getting different types of people wanting photographs, or like, is there any, not necessarily with sales, but just with anything in our little world?
I get a lot of the people that started with me have retired,
Uh, Makes sense.
but I'm still getting a lot of business.
Good.
I just think that only once in a while I see Chris Meyer, and I see him usually in Michigan.
Yeah.
Alan Tiger and Garbo is the only people that I see from the photographers room back days. With no counting Scanlan.
Jim Parker.
No, not to the same level. Parker started at the same time than me. So
I mean, Chris and I started together. Um, we were both doing a mall on Long Island at Christmas time.
I remember you talked about that mall.
And And even Alan Teeger with his bodyscapes started around the same time I did the teddy bears.
Mhm. Because I don't think I see anybody else really from back in the days. I think it's Luciano is the other one. They was from
Didn't he
Seattle.
didn't he pass away? Luciano was from I'm sorry, Petoskey, Michigan.
His son was doing shows too, because he would apply using his son's name as his middle name. So either one of them could show a driver's license.
Mhm. And what else? Who else? That's about it. I don't.
I had some good times with Luciano. He was a wild man.
Yeah, he got into a lot of trouble also.
He, he got in trouble with women when was drinking. He had no filters.
No, it was no filter. It was not. It was something else, Barry. Just be honest.
What do you mean? I was with him. I go way back. I'm like an old guy like him. I know
Yeah,
these people.
that's not the stories that I hear.
You're still a newbie, Oscar.
I'm gonna
He's
Uh,
take
not a
off.
newbie. He's
I'll
not a
see some of you
newbie.
later tonight, folks.
yeah.
All right, bye, Court.
See you, Court.
I changed Luciano's his whole business. We were at Fort Worth and we were in the bookstore and I showed him a book of Burano
Oh yeah,
and he went there to take pictures and it changed everything for him.
that's right.
So when the Powerball played again,
Mhm.
What?
when the Powerball plays again,
I don't know. Isn't it every night now?
Wednesday or something. Tuesday? Today's
Mon-
Tuesday. I don't know.
it's like 3 or 4 nights a week.
Anyway, with photographers, there was Gelbo, there was Norm Darwish who passed away, the guy from the Everglades,
Clyde.
Clyde was next to me, at Ann Arbor every year.
I really like his work. I've bought some of his work. I really like his work. Just, small prints, but I really like his work.
Ah,
So are we all now just waiting to find out um, where the wheel lands on the various shows we've applied to?
Kind of.
no,
I already have my schedule all the way to May, so I don't care.
then there was what's his name? Jim, the really tall guy. His wife was Robin, and they were both doing photography.
Oh, I think I know who you mean. I think I know who you
Was
mean.
it Wallace?
Maybe. He would come to Columbus, if I'm thinking of the same person. Maybe not.
I don't know. And then there was Rick,
Rick Preston.
right? Rick Preston.
Okay.
I
I got a
think
Rick
Jim
Preston
Jim
story.
Wallace, Jim
Yeah,
Wallace,
yeah.
Jim.
Jim Wallace and Robin. Yeah, I remember having an argument with Jim Wallace over 300 pixels per inch versus 72 pixels per inch. He didn't understand it. It was the same size image.
He turned me on to Zenfolio.
He stopped doing shows and started making cheese.
Oh, what kind of cheese, do you know?
No, I don't. They lived in Wisconsin.
Oh,
What's his name? Jan Jansen?
Who? What?
My name is Jan Jansen. I live in Wisconsin.
Oh,
Ever heard that? Speaking of Wisconsin, um, Bill Lemke. Okay, you remember him? Great
yeah.
black and white photographer. Great. He's
Gary.
still around, short once in a while. Oh,
Gary, what was his last name?
yeah, Gary. He still exists.
Yeah, but he doesn't do shows anymore. They retired.
Really?
Yeah. Rita's on Facebook, his
Oh,
wife.
Rita. That yes, yeah. Um, there's one more. Oh, you know who I see? Bill Bedford.
Jill
You know,
Bedford.
huh?
Jill.
No, Bill and Jill. They were a couple.
But Jill used
They're
to photograph
divorced
flowers,
and they don't like each other.
and she would grow all the flowers she photographed.
And they were really nice too.
Yeah.
But Bill comes to Milwaukee Lakefront, and so just to hang out, and we have kind of a good time. Nice seeing him. Um, who else?
Who else? It was a photographer on Long Island, John Simonelli, who used to
Yeah,
do all the New York area shows.
yeah. Hey, I used to go to New York twice a year. It was great.
Which
It
show
was
did you do
fun.
there?
I did Lincoln Center when it was actually really good.
Early on, I applied there. I never got in.
Really?
They
Mhm.
never let photography in that show.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Because in fact, when I first started doing it, you had to take your booth down at the end of the night and set it up again in the morning,
Right.
That's
which
like the
Oh,
Greenwich Village show.
which if you're like in your 20s, you have the energy to do that. I could never do that
mhm.
now.
But when I started doing shows, I mean like 2001. I mean, I didn't I sold out of my studio like for the first 4 years or so. Uh, during met people during open studios, and then I think no, it was 2000 Mill Valley Fall Arts Festival was the first show I did. But I also didn't couldn't fly for shows, so I stayed relatively local for a while. Um, until it was much later that I could fly. And I remember it was Brookside. That was the first flying show I ever went to.
There was one guy that I keep forgetting his name. If I ever remember, uh,
Emerson.
Yeah,
no,
Emerson.
Emerson is gone. That's also, but he was the dad used to do shows also. Then he started doing shows. Uh,
Emerson's still around.
Yeah, I
yeah,
see him every once in a while.
Yeah. And every once in a while, he'll respond to something I post on Facebook.
I considered him a good friend.
Yeah, the
uh,
show we met at, we were neighbors at Virginia Beach, and we traded pieces.
I traded with him also. I have a nice photo of Potts.
I have a picture of the woman in the boat shot down from a bridge overhead.
And still out
And
there.
then Gary San Pietro,
Yeah,
who died about 5 or 6 years ago now.
yeah.
What kind of work did he do? I know the name.
Um, he had an incredible vision. He'd go on a trip for 3 weeks and shoot one roll of film.
Wow.
Every single picture was a winner.
Wow.
Mm,
Um,
that's amazing. And, I would wonder how that would have affected him with, because with digital, you don't have to get it developed. So it
well, he
really,
did. He tried to convert to digital, but it never worked really well for him.
yeah. Well, there's something about that psychological limitation that maybe drove him.
And he used a really, really cheap zoom lens.
Ah,
But every picture was shot on a tripod and perfectly composed.
uh-huh.
I built his website.
Jan Collins still exists.
Oh, yeah.
He
He
does,
sent me pictures to work on this year.
really?
Yeah. He wanted new pictures for the guild. I
Well,
built his website also with Chris.
I do need to go actually and do some things that are too noisy. So nice to see everyone.
Yeah.
Good to
Anybody
see you.
listening to this, I don't build websites
Hey,
anymore.
Allison.
Yeah.
Allison.
Mhm.
I just wanted to apologize to you. The last time I saw you here, I was really ignorant about your work, and I had only been in Santa Fe once, and I bought a piece of jewelry,
Mhm.
and very ignorantly, I'm thinking, well, she's in Santa Fe. Maybe this belongs to her.
Oh, no,
And
there's
no,
nothing to apologize.
honestly, and I didn't, know your work until
Uh-huh.
afterwards
Right.
and felt completely foolish. And
No,
I
that's don't
apologize to
there's
you
no
for that.
there's no reason to. I mean, it's just, I feel like with jewelry, it's very hard to explain, and until you see it, then
Yeah, and I
yeah.
mean now I see your jewelry and I'm like completely blown away. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, thank you. But
So,
there's nothing to apologize for,
well, no,
really.
I was
It's
just like super stupid for me to say that. So yeah,
Hey,
so.
we all do stupid things.
but haven't thought about it. I'm not offended by anything. It's,
Okay,
so thank you. I really appreciate that. But,
no problem.
again, there's nothing to apologize for. I
Yeah.
don't get
Well,
offended
now
easily.
I
And
now I get to look at it. Now I get to see your jewelry. All right.
thanks.
Well, I'll
Thank
see you
you.
later.
Okay. All right. Take
Good to
care.
see
Yeah.
you,
Take care.
everybody.
All
All
right.
right, I
Bye.
guess
Yeah,
that's
Bye.
maybe
it.
we should go. I'm going
All right, bye everybody.
later.
Bye.